Hello, my name is Linda Frank, and I am here to do a teaching presentation on earning respect as a new supervisor. These are my guests. Thank you all for coming to this presentation. We had two other guests who were supposed to be coming, but they had an accident, and as we all know, Michael broke his ankle, so there will only be four of them today. Okay, let's begin. I would like to first thank you guys for all coming because I know it's Friday, Black Friday weekend, and you guys all took your time out of your busy schedules to come here and be with me. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thanks. Okay, so I would like to begin by talking about the topic. What we're going to discuss today is how to earn respect when you become a new supervisor. We all know that coming into a new position and a new job is hard as it is, but the people that are going to work under you have to have respect for you, or none of the job is going to get done. Do we all agree?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. And my objectives for today is that when you guys walk away from this presentation, that you will get a few tools to use back at your workplace, that you can use these to either educate yourself, educate others, or improve your work environment. So let's begin. What are some tools you can use to gain respect and to maintain that respect as a new supervisor?
Communication.
Communication, correct. And when you communicate, what kind of things come out of communication? Like if you send an email or if you talk to somebody in the hallway, that builds trust. It builds respect. It builds a friendship. So we always say to communicate, to get things out in the open, to tell your boss, I'm having issues at work, or I'm doing great at work, or the patients are having a great time, or, we need to do more for the patients. Do you think that's all part of communication?
Yes.
I
Yes.
do.
Mm-hmm. Can you think of any other things that you can do to gain respect?
Be truthful.
Be truthful. You're on it, Jeremy.
Be respectful.
Be respectful. You got it. So when you talk about being truthful, we talk about like supervisors have to give us a list of job duties that we have to get done every day. We all understand that. But when a boss is truthful, when he gives you and tells you, yes, Jeremy, if you do Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I promise you can have off Thursday and Friday. Now, if he comes to you on Wednesday and say, no, Jeremy, you cannot have off Thursday and Friday, but maybe next week I'll let you off. Do you think that you're going to believe him anymore if he does that? No. So we try to be truthful to our coworkers and to our employees so that they'll still, every time we say something, they'll believe us, because we don't want them to second guess our opinions or when we ask them to do things. So be respectful. And that's the same thing as, I feel like in being truthful. If you respect the other person and be truthful to them, that they'll respect you and give you the same respect back.
I could add another thing to that is like in fairness. As
Fairness.
a supervisor, you're supervising many, many people.
Yes.
And to get respect from everyone needs to be treated equal.
Very good, yes. Treated equal. Okay. Now, let's see. I've just written a few things down that I found in my references. These are a few books that I got from the library. And it says, yes, number one is communication. You want to be able for your employees to trust you. And for that, you have to communicate to them. They're not going to be able to do all these other things if you don't communicate to them. And trust. That's exactly on the list as number 2. Give praise. A lot of the times we work really hard at our jobs day in and day out, and nobody tells us what a wonderful job we did. They just say, you have this much work to do, this is still left, get it done. Nobody ever says, thank you for staying late. Thank you for not having lunch today. Thank you for dealing with all these patients today. And, after so long, you want somebody to tell you that you're doing a good job. You just feel like you're another number, or you're one of the horse on the trailer. You want to feel like that your job means something to you. Let's see. Be a role model. Being a role model means to me that you do what you say you're going to do, and you know the job that you have to do. Every job, you can't just come into the job, not know the position, not know how hard your coworkers are working, and you want them to look up to you. You want to see that my boss does come to work. He does do what he says, or she does what she says. She, skips lunch sometimes to help us, or, if there's overflow, that they're going to come out of their office and do what they told us to do. I think that's a great role model. Be motivating to the staff. Like, give them reasons to want to come to work. Give them like incentives of like, what makes you want to come to work every day. There's a high turnover in all the jobs that we see. You don't want somebody to train somebody for 2 weeks and then them go somewhere else just because that you're lacking in your skills. You want to make sure that they are there to stay. You put all this time into them, you should motivate them to stay and have years. A lot of people, switch jobs. I think they said is 2 to 3 years is when people get bored and they switch new jobs. Be open-minded. What I mean by being open-minded, I mean like when your staff comes to you and they say, hey, I have an idea about this, or I think that we should change this up. Instead of just like brushing it off, at least give it a chance, think about it, say, maybe that'll work, and put the good parts that will work and the bad parts that don't work, just leave them out. But at least be open-minded to hear anything that your coworkers or staff are willing to help you with. The last one is getting to know your staff. Basically, getting to know your staff is kind of like to know their names and their family and what they're, what's going on in their lives. Be a part of that. Know if they're married, or if they have children, or if, they're going back to school, or if they're, just be a part and let them be a part of your life too, because that is how you build a rapport. And it goes back to communication. If you communicate and you talk to them and you welcome them every morning, good morning, Sheila, good morning, Virginie, then they'll say good morning to you. How was your day? Oh, it was great. The baby had me up all night, or I was out playing, baseball. The little things where you'll get to know your coworkers if you just will listen to them. Okay, my last question. Why is respect so important for a new supervisor? Why do you think that you need to have respect? It can affect the workplace. Not only if they don't respect you, they're going to want to not do the work that they're supposed to be doing. They'll be taking 7 coffee breaks, 4 bathroom breaks.
Morale?
Yep, very low morale. Correct. Everybody's not going to want to come to work, take sick days, not even think twice about it, and then that, is like an infection. If you have low morale, you give it to him, and he gives it to him, and, he gives it to her. And then the whole department is sad and depressed because they want to be in a happy environment. They want to work where they can come somewhere, have a nice time, and do their job and get paid for it. Yeah, it also decreases productivity and the turnaround time for turnaround time for your coworkers. That's all bad for business. And your job is all about business and making money. So, and if the company is not happy, and the patients are not happy, and you're not happy, and the company's not happy, then nobody is paid. So I would like to thank you guys for coming. I appreciate the time that you took out of your day. I hope that you got the key concepts of learning to become a new supervisor and the objectives, and hopefully you'll use these tools back in your jobs that you have, because I know that all of you have different jobs. So I hope this was informative for you all, and I thank you very much, and have a great evening.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate that.